Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to do it vlog style again. This case is a very, very sad case, just like all the other cases. But this lady, she was just an amazing person. Her family came from Haiti. And just imagine the things they had to overcome to get to America. And to know that their daughter, Nancy Bowen, turned out to be such an amazing person. I'm already getting emotional. I don't even know why. It's tough because it's sad when good people just get erased from this earth for no good reason at all, right? And it saddens me. Like every time I look at the news, I see excuse me. Every time I look at the news, I see so many women being killed. Not just one race, black, white, from all different walks of life. And it saddens me a lot. And that's the reason why I do this channel, because I want to bring awareness to this situation and, hopefully make a difference somehow. So Nancy Bowen was just an amazing lady. She's very outstanding because she made a name for herself. Very smart lady, very intelligent. She became a scientist. She became a politician, and she was the vice mayor of the Coral Springs community in Florida. So this lady had a lot going for her, and she was a big part of the community. If you look online, you would see a lot of videos and pictures of her with her community. And wow, this lady, she really lived. The unfortunate part about her life is that she picked the wrong man to spend the rest of her life with. And that is what brought about her demise. And, a lot of women, they think they're picking the right guy. He says the right words. He looks the part. Stephen Bowen was her husband, right? And this guy is the one who took her life. And, if you look at him, a lot of women will find him attractive. Everything about him looks good. But what really matters is how he looks inside. And how he looked inside was not good. And I don't know if there were red flags. I assume that there were. I've been alive almost 50 years, and I know that there are red flags, and a lot of times we ignore those red flags. And for women, when you ignore those red flags, it could become fatal. And there's too many women being murdered every single day. Every day I open up the news and there's somebody else that gets killed. And it's usually not being killed by a stranger. It's by somebody they know. And it's usually their boyfriend or their husband. And it's a very unfortunate situation here. They should declare a national emergency because this is just happening way too often. The treasured part of our world, which are women, they are being basically wiped out every day. And nobody's really doing anything about it. The cops, they only show up when somebody's dead. And then it's too late. So let me tell you what happened to this case. Nancy was a Haitian lady. Have everything going for her. And she was married to Stephen Bowen. He worked in a hospital. They seem to have a good life on the outside. If you see all the pictures, if you see the wedding video, it's so sad because you see the wedding video and happiness galore, dancing and smiles and all of that. And you're wondering, how do people go from being such in bliss to murder? How does that happen? And I would tell you that a lot of times it's about control. Men have this thing about them that they need to control a woman. And a lot of times that turns into violence. And then that violence turns into the ultimate, which is murder. We don't know exactly what happened, but there was something going on in that marriage that was not good. Stephen one day went up to the bedroom while Nancy was sleeping. He put a pillow over her head and he shot her 3 times in the head. So this guy's just evil. He's a monster. And for him to take the life of a woman, I don't understand it. I personally, I can never see myself doing something like that. And so I don't understand how a man could get to the point of just murdering his own wife. It's just unbelievable to me, because I know that my wife, I'm married, and I could never do something like that to her, no matter what she did to me. If my wife, if she cheated on me or did something, I would never do something like that, okay? I would pack my things and I'll leave, and that's going to be about it. But I'm never going to get violent. I'm never going to put my hands on her and all that. So I just don't understand how men could destroy their wife totally, kill them, and then at the same time destroy their own life. Because obviously this guy, Stephen Bowen, he was trying to get away with it, right? He used a makeshift silencer to kill her, and then he wrapped the body up, and he didn't call 911. And he went to his uncle's house, and he told his uncle what he did, and the uncle is the one who called the cops. But before all of that happened, the morning Nancy, she had to go to work. She was a vice mayor. She had a big meeting, and in the meeting, they realized she wasn't there. But she was a lady that was always on time. So everyone found it strange that she didn't call, didn't text, and she didn't show up. So that raised alarms. So when they called Stephen to ask him, do you know where your wife is? He claimed he didn't know where she was. So they sent the cops over to the house to do a welfare check. And that's when the cops found her murdered inside the house. This lady, beautiful lady, intelligent, had everything going for her. She made one mistake, choosing a piece of shit like that guy, Stephen Bowen. And that cost her life. The family is very sad, obviously. Friends and colleagues. This lady is very, very popular. It's disheartening to know that good people could just get erased off the earth. So this case is still ongoing. So Stephen he's locked up with no bail. The evidence is slam dunk. So he's never really going to see the light of day anymore. He's going to be convicted and go away for life. I just feel like I'm a big proponent of the death penalty. The death penalty, they should put it on posters on the highway so everyone could see it. So these men could think twice about killing someone, because they know that if they do that, the police, the government is going to take their life. Let me tell you something. These guys are such cowards, right? They have no problem taking somebody's life in a heartbeat. But as soon as they get the death penalty, guess what happens? They start crying and begging and filing petitions after petition. If you're so big and brave to kill someone, then you should be brave to be killed yourself. Eye for an eye. And these guys are just cowards. I mean, anybody who's going to kill a woman or abuse a woman or beat a woman, do anything to a woman or a child, somebody like that is a coward, okay? And Stephen Bowen, he is the lowest of the low. And my heart hurts so much for Nancy and her family. And it's very, very sad. But anyway, I wanted to... We don't know all the details of this story. We don't know exactly what caused Stephen to get to the point where he wanted to kill his wife. And hopefully those details come out during the trial. With all the investigation, they're going to pull up their cell phone logs and all that, and they're going to find out what really happened during their marriage. It could be infidelity. It could be financially. When you're going through financial problems, that can create a big rift in a marriage. And if he was cheating or if she was cheating, that can also cause that. But those things are not reason for anybody to die. If someone is doing something they shouldn't be doing, there's a word called divorce, and that's what civilized people do, right? You know, something happens, you go to the cops, or you get a divorce and you move on. You don't go around killing people. So that's the case of Nancy Bowen. Hopefully we get all the details when the trial comes around, because this case just happened. And I can do another video and we can update you on everything that happened. But until then, like and subscribe to the channel. My name is Carlton, and thank you for watching.